Hey everybody. So when we're talking about compost and fertility in our soils and getting nutrients to our crops, we want to think about, well, what does nature do? How does nature build fertility and make the soil good enough for all these trees to get so big and healthy? Well, one of the things that we can learn about is nitrogen fixing plants like these red alder trees. These are fixing nitrogen in the soil through their roots. It's going up through the plant and then falling back to the soil in the form of all this leaf litter. And we can actually observe, let's see if I can find some. I can actually observe this happening in the roots. If we can find some root nodules. Now you want to find a spot where it's really just alder roots. Look at these. Look at this. Oh, that's a big one. You see that? This is one big cluster of root nodules, okay? Now inside here are millions, probably billions of rhizobium bacteria. And they're working really hard fixing nitrogen out of the atmosphere and trading it up to the tree in exchange for sugars and carbon that the tree has. And this is happening all day long while the plant is growing, and the nitrogen is coming back to the surface of the soil in the form of all this leaf litter. So, how does this relate to us? Well, all this soil that the alder tree is building, you can actually collect this stuff. This is beautiful, beautiful, nutrient-rich fertility right here. It's got a lot of undecomposed wood in it, so you may want to compost this further, or you can put it on the surface of your garden as mulch. I usually like to sift it to get most of the twigs out, and then I'll add some wood ash to raise the pH a little bit. Now the pH of forest soil tends to be low, so you do want to add something to raise it. But I only like to collect soil from under these alder trees. The conifer trees, the pines, and the firs, they tend to make a much more acidic soil, and it doesn't grow things nearly as well, and it doesn't have the nitrogen content that the alder soil has, because these guys are fixing nitrogen for the rest of the forest. You can also, if you find a good spot where there's a lot of alder leaves collecting, you can collect the alder leaf mulch itself and use that to mulch your garden, or throw it in a long skinny pile, run it over with the mower and shred it, and then you got some really nice material to use as mulch in the garden. Anyway, it's just another resource that is free. If you got somewhere you have some alder trees you can collect from under. All right, you guys, be well.